To prepare for our sign and sound, our new letter of the week, letter W, and W sounds like wah, wah, wah. And I'm going to sign and sound with you in a little bit, but we're going to read a book called Worm's Wagon. Here we go. Worm's Wagon, Alphabet's letter W, by Samantha Berger, illustrated by Matt Phillips. One day, Worm went to the woods to gather walnuts. He brought his wagon with him. On his way home, Worm saw Woodpecker whistling in a weeping willow. Woodpecker asked Worm for a ride. He says, "Wow, what a wagon!" Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker in his wagon. Soon they came upon Weasel eating watermelon. Weasel asked Worm for a ride. Weasel says, "Wow, what a wagon!" Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker and Weasel in his wagon. Before long, they bumped into Wombat wearing her new wig. Wombat asked Worm for a ride. "Wow, what a wagon!" Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker, Weasel, and Wombat in his wagon. Next, they met Wolf on his way to work. Wolf asked Worm for a ride. "Wow, what a wagon!" Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker, Weasel, Wombat, and Wolf in his wagon. Soon they saw Walrus winking and waving. Walrus asked Worm for a ride. "Wow, what a wagon!" Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker, Weasel, Wombat, Wolf, and Walrus in his wagon. Up ahead they saw Well playing in the water. Well asked Worm for a ride. Well says, "Wow, what a wagon!" Worm wiggled with all his might, trying to pull Woodpecker, Weasel, Wombat, Wolf, Walrus, and Well in the wagon, but the wagon would not move. The wheels started to wobble. Wham! The weight was too much for the wagon. It crashed to the ground. "Oh no, my wagon!" Worm wailed. "Don't worry, Worm," the animal said. Worm's friends worked on the wagon all afternoon. When the wagon was fixed, Worm wiggled into it. Then Wombat, Weasel, Wolf, Woodpecker, Walrus, and Well pulled Worm all the way home. And weary Worm had a wonderful ride. Boys and girls, how many things can you find that begin with the letter W? And here's a poem for you. It's called the W Cheer. W is for worm and a wagon to pull. W is for wig, well, wave, and wool. W is for watermelon, juicy and sweet. W is for walnuts, waffles, and wheat. Hooray for W, big and small, the wildest, wackiest letter of all. And that's the end of our story, boys and girls.